actually know people who like started dating their sorority sisters. I literally have 2 friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Today on Poor Decisions, we're gonna be talking about being a part of the LGBTQIA community while also being a member of Campus Greek Life. And today I have Shannon Beveridge with me.
Hello.
To answer all your questions. We've got our letters on, and we're representing Texas. We're both from Dallas.
That's crazy.
So I don't know how we didn't cross paths.
We should have been friends.
I know.
We'll be friends now.
Yeah, okay. Being a freshman is scary enough as it is, especially if you're rushing. And on top of that, if you're a part of the LGBTQIA community, it can be a little scary too. We've all heard stories about Greek life being a little intolerant, but are they actually true? We're gonna answer all your questions. To drinking. All right. Today we're throwing it back and drinking jungle juice.
Tastes like college.
First question's pretty general. What's it like being gay and in a sorority?
Definitely Greek life is very like, I don't know that it's homophobic, but it's definitely very heteronormative. To be gay in an area, like a space that is so straight, it can be hard to navigate. I think for me, at times I just felt really lonely because I felt like I didn't relate to like my peers and my best friends. That's hard, especially like when you're 18 to like 22.
Yeah.
Like sexuality is like really a big part of that time of your life, and to not really be able to relate to those people can be hard. But it was also amazing, and I like don't regret it. I waited till I was fully graduated before I came out fully. I think that people surprise you, and so often you have in your head that it's gonna be a negative reaction. We should just like trust that friends care more about you.
And there's such a big thing too when you're in a sorority, like for formals, like who's your date gonna be?
I just always took my friends, like guy friends. I never took a girl to a date party one time. I was like so scared.
Oh no!
But I had so much fun still. I also wore like sneakers. So how people didn't know I was gay, I'm like in a dress and Vans. A lot of people just always thought I was super chill. They're like, Shannon's like the chill one. Do you hear what you're saying? Like that's me being gay. It made it harder to come out too because people weren't like assuming, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I've been really trying to like line this road up for you.
Okay, the next question is, do you think Greek life is inclusive or antiquated on their views of the LGBTQIA community?
I think that it's hard to say and like as a broad spectrum because Greek life is different in every single college.
Even at the same school, sororities are so different. We had sororities that were a little more religious or a little more conservative. All sororities are not the same.
No, not at all. It's like comes down to a mix of finding the right school and the right sorority that exists for LGBTQ plus people. Like that sorority is out there for you if that's something you're looking for.
This is a little bit of a tough question, but someone asked, how do I tell my sorority sisters that I am gay?
That's the tough one. I did it really slowly. I told one person my sophomore year, and then my junior year, I told 2 people. And then my senior year, I told like, I don't know, I got crazy senior years telling everyone. I so badly wanted to have control over like who knew. So just find the people that you feel are most trustworthy and tell them. You'll start to feel better as soon as you tell even just one person.
Yeah.
Because you feel so much less lonely.
Also, as an ally, it should be your job to really be like honored to hear that and not have it be your place to tell other people.
If you are in a sorority and you could like lay the vibes out to someone that you're a good person to talk to about things, like that was so important for me. Allies were like what got me through college. Yeah. Cheers to you.
Allies! Somebody asked, how do I bring up the fact that I am gay during the recruitment process? Or do I even bring it up?
Oh man, all these questions are great. Yeah, for me, when I was going through a rush, I was not ready to tell anyone, so like I just, mum's the word. I think if you're out and you're comfortable and you've been out like in your home life before you got to college, then I don't think it's something that you should like retreat back into the closet. So if you go into a sorority and you tell them and you're being yourself and they don't want you because of that, then you also don't want them.
So somebody asked, I've been initiated into a sorority, but one of my sorority sisters has made some pretty homophobic remarks. Where do I go from here?
Most of my friends made some pretty homophobic remarks in my sorority, to be honest. I kind of took it upon myself to be the person that educated my friends. Literally one of my very best friends, one night I told her, I was like, I think you're homophobic. And then she went back to my other best friend's room that night and cried and was like, I think Shannon's gay, and I think I made her feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
It is possible that you may hear some homophobic things. Not everything everyone says is something that they fully mean and know what they're saying.
I think it is a time to, rather than just get like mean and shut them off, it's to really tell them what the meaning behind those words are.
If you're like the ally and you're like have a boyfriend and you're totally comfortable in your sexuality, that's a perfect time for you to like say to someone, that's not cool. And that will make that person who can't say anything feel so much safer. And that's such an honor, so.
Someone asks, I go to a pretty religious school. Will there be allies there for me?
We both went to really religious
Yeah.
schools. Yeah. You can find people no matter where you are. Go look at what you have like at your campus, like what clubs are there. I went on my Facebook for my college and I looked at the gay meetings and I would look at who went and I would try to see if I knew any of them because I was like, I could be friends with them.
I had an issue at my school. It's a pretty religious school. They had this huge debate where they wanted an LGBTQ plus group or club. The donors of the school threatened to stop giving money to the school if this club was granted. It was really disheartening, but at the same time, all the allies kind of rose above everything. There will always be those obstacles, but I feel like with those obstacles, your allies will kind of show up. Next question is, what do I do if I develop a crush on one of my sorority sisters or fraternity brothers?
Oh, wait.
This can be a very sticky situation.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I actually know people who like started dating their sorority sisters. I literally have two friends. One
Really?
Yeah. If you develop that crush and it seems like someone also is like crushing back on you, like that's not awful. I was so paranoid that I would come out and that someone would be like, oh my gosh, that one time that Shannon danced with me on the party bus, did she like it? Like I like really was like, they're my sisters, they're my sisters, they're my sisters. Obviously, some people you're gonna just get a crush. You want people to respect your sexuality. You also must respect other people's sexualities. It's not necessarily like a diss to you if your straight friend does not love you back. You don't love straight guys, so like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it'll be like a heartbreaker for you for sure, but like, we all just have one of those crushes like one time, even if you're straight.
Yeah, there were a lot of boys who did not like me. This could also fall on the ally too, is to not become like super weird and scared that it's like, oh my God, they're like obsessed with me. And it's like, you know, don't be full of yourself. You're not kidding anyone. I feel like gay, straight, whatever, you're always gonna have someone who won't like you back.
It's gonna happen, and you will survive. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
From experience.
And then you get a confidence boost that you're like, I am beautiful, I am smart.
I am worth it.
Yeah. The next question is, how do I decide on a sorority or fraternity and know that they're LGBT plus friendly? I think probably like researching the sorority and looking at, you know, their Instagrams or what kind of people join and things like that. There are also like lists of specific LGBT plus fraternities and sororities online as well.
Yeah, true. Some schools there's like fraternities.
What?
Yeah. It's like a frat, it's like girls and boys. It's basically a club. You can definitely find anything, any club, any kind of fraternity sorority on campus that is inclusive.
Yeah. Don't feel this pressure that you have to be a part of a sorority or fraternity.
Yeah, never. You will find friends in college. Like, just put yourself out there. Go to class.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, that's pretty important. We got through all the questions. I hope we helped, honestly. What do you think was the biggest thing we learned?
I think one of the things I liked most about this conversation was kind of like the call to action for allies, because let's face it, there are gonna be more probably straight people in any sorority or fraternity. So a lot of this pressure falls on you to make people feel comfortable. So I'm stoked about how much we talked about that.
College is way too fun to get caught up on people who aren't tolerant.
Totally, yeah. Enjoy yourself. There's so much to do and there's so much to learn and there's like so many friends to be made. So just like ignore the people who suck. And if you can educate them because that is so much more rewarding.
And it puts them in their place. Jungle Juice throwback.
Oh my God, I never want to drink it again, to be honest.
First time I ever got drunk.
I spilled.
Oh
okay.
my
Thank
God.
God it
Oh
was
my,
at the
wait,
end.
it got over here too. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to Popsugar Girls Guide. And remember that I'm here every Thursday to give you some advice because I'm so knowledgeable.
Totally.
And feel free to follow me at the Candace Lowry at Twitter, and then Candy Lowry on Instagram, and then Candace Lowry on YouTube.
Oh my gosh,
I messed
there's
up.
no consistency
I know.
there at all.
I told you. And please follow Shannon on her more consistent accounts.
Yeah, you can follow me at NowThisIsLiving on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. It's all the same. Look at me go.
Damn it. All right, guys, I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.